Hi everyone, I'm Wafalango and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. Today we will be discussing the fourth tense that is known as present continuous tense. How you are going to change it from active voice into passive voice. In active voice, as we have already discussed, that subject is the doer of an action, and in passive voice, subject is affected. And when it is affected, instead of object, when it takes the place of object, instead of object, you will be calling it agent. Why? Because in object something is done and you are not going to call it object, and agent the one who gets the work done. Clear? Now here we will be discussing the simple sentences of the present continuous tense, how you are going to make them. Before making them, we need to discuss what simple sentences are. Simple sentences are those sentences which make simple statement, are known as simple sentences. Now, formula for making them in active voice, you will be having subject and then helping verb, then first form with ing, object, and then first full stop. In the same way, while making the passive sentences of the present continuous tense, you will be having subject and then helping verb. Actually, helping verb is being, are being, am being. But over there, when in passive voice, helping verb plus being, helping verb and being come together, there you need to care of about one thing, that we write being separately from helping verb is rm. Why? Because over there, when you will make the negative sentences, you will be putting not between helping verb and being. While making the interrogative sentences, you will bring helping verb first and then subject and then being. So that gets separated. That's why you need to write it from the simple sentences even separately. And then, as you know, that in passive voice we always use third form, and after third form we use by, and at the end you will be using agent, because that will be known as agent, not object. This you need to care about. At the end of simple sentences, you will be putting full stop. John is learning Arabic. Arabic is being learned by John, and I am celebrating the party. The party is being celebrated by me. Here it is the simple sentence. Yes. Now in negative sentences, we deny the statement, reject the statement, or refuse the statements. Clear? When you deny a statement, reject a statement, or refuse and statement, that is known as negative sentence. Like John is not learning Arabic. Arabic is not being learned by John. I am not celebrating the party. The party is not being celebrated by me. Interrogative sentences, those sentences in which we ask question or put queries, like is John learning Arabic? Is Arabic being learned by John? Am I celebrating the party? Is the party being celebrated by me? Formal sentences, those sentences in which we ask question and deny the statement. It is the complete form of interrogative, negative, formal. When you combine negative and interrogative together, that will be known as formal sentences in short. Now, what are formal sentences in which we ask question and deny the statement? We ask them in a polite way, respectful way, or we use it with our elder, is known as formal sentence. Now, example, is John not learning Arabic? Is Arabic not learned by John? Am I not celebrating the party? Is the party not being celebrated by me? Informal sentences is the opposite of formal. Those sentences in which we ask question and deny the statement, and we ask them in an informal way. We use it with youngers, we use it with our juniors, or we use it in a friendly atmosphere. Like we have, isn't John learning Arabic? Isn't Arabic being learned by John? And I celebrating party? Isn't party being celebrated by me? Over here, most of the students, they write am not short form in this way, am and apostrophe t. That is wrong. Yes, you'll be writing it as you write are not, but pronunciation will be little bit changed. You'll be saying aunt, ant. With you, we, they, you'll be saying it aunt, and with I you'll be only saying it ant. So ant. Clear? And I celebrating the party? Isn't party being celebrated by me? These are the informal sentences of your present continuous tense. Main thing, you already know, we have been practicing the tenses and how you are going to make their passive. That is not the big deal to have them in passive, but the main thing is practice. I suggest most of the students that if you really want to learn, you keep practicing. As it is said about practice, that practice makes a man perfect. So if you keep practicing, you will never face any sort of problem. Now here I'll be giving you, some verbs. Those we are going to change from active voice into passive voice. First verb is, ask. Second verb is call. Third verb is beat. And the fourth verb is blame. And the last verb we are going to select, that is known as attend. Let's make sentences, and today we will be having the practice of 4 tenses, means 20 sentences you are going to practice. Ask is there. I ask a question is asked by me, question is not asked by me, is question asked by me, is question not asked by me, isn't question asked by me, question was asked by me, question was not asked by me, was question asked by me, was question not asked by me, wasn't question asked by me, question will be asked by me, question will not be asked by me, will question be asked by me, will question not be asked by me, won't question be asked by me, question is being asked by me, question is not being asked by me, is question being asked by me, is question not being asked by me, isn't question being asked by me. That is known as verb ask. Let's make the sentences of call. You call him, he is called by you, he is not called by you, is he called by you, is he not called by you, isn't he called by you, he was called by you, he was not called by you, was he called by you, was he not called by you, wasn't he called by you, he will be called by you, he will not be called by you, will he be called by you, will he not be called by you, won't he be called by you, he is being called by you, he is not being called by you, is he being called by you, is he not being called by you, isn't he being called by you. Teacher beats you. You are beaten by teacher, you are not beat by teacher. Are you beaten by teacher? Are you not beaten by teacher? Aren't you beaten by teacher? You were beaten by teacher, you are not beaten by teacher. Were you beaten by teacher? Were you not beaten by teacher? Weren't you beaten by teacher? You will be beaten by teacher, you will not be beaten by teacher. Will you be beaten by teacher? Will you not be beaten by teacher? Won't you be beaten by teacher? And you are being beaten by teacher, you are not being beaten by teacher. Are you being beaten by teacher? Are you not being beaten by teacher? Aren't you being beaten by teacher? It is actually made a tongue twister. It is quite to speak being beaten by teacher. It little bit changes into cheater somehow. Next one is blame. You blame her. She is blamed by you, she is not blamed by you, is she blamed by you, is she not blamed by you, isn't she blamed by you, she was blamed by you, she was not blamed by you, was she blamed by you, was she not blamed by you, wasn't she blamed by you, she will be blamed by you, she will not be blamed by you, will she be blamed by you, will she not be blamed by you, won't she be blamed by you, she is being blamed by you, she is not being blamed by you, is she being blamed by you, is she not being blamed by you, isn't she being blamed by you. Attend, I say you attend the paper. Paper is attended by you, paper is not attended by you, is paper attended by you, is paper not attended by you, isn't paper attended by you, paper was attended by you, paper was not attended by you, was paper attended by you, was paper not attended by you, wasn't paper attended by you, paper will be attended by you, paper will not be attended by you, will paper be attended by you, will paper not be attended by you, won't paper be attended by you, paper is being attended by you, paper is not being attended by you, is paper being attended by you, is paper not being attended by you, isn't paper being attended by you. So we have made 20 sentences for each verb, and for 5 we have made almost 100 sentences. So within 5 minutes you can make some 100 sentences as well if you keep practicing. Hope you got today's lecture. Wish you best of luck. See you next time with the next lecture. Goodbye.